Good morning, YouTube. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday morning. Just going to give you guys a quick update. We're going to talk about the UDR. We're going to talk about the eRevo. Got some new parts in from Traxxas yesterday. Went down to my local hobby shop, picked up a couple of MIP tools, little tool holder. And we'll talk a little bit more about it. And I also got some lights that I'm getting ready to take back after this video. Shows you want to read first. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But starting out with the UDR. Man, this thing's awesome. It really, really is. I mean, the scale detail on this truck is just on another level. The engineering behind it, they definitely went over the top, and they did a good job. You look online, and there's a few breakages here and there, but nothing really too terrible. I've jumped this thing, 15, 18 feet high, 20-foot distance, longer, really, probably 30 foot. And that was all with the unit held together, essentially, with Gorilla Tape. Not in one spot, but in two. Now, if you'll watch my last video, the battery actually went dead, but I continued bashing and ended up actually hitting the track in the same spot, and of course it knocked the tire right back out. So that's no big deal. I snapped it back in. I didn't put any more tape on it because I knew the parts were coming in, but it actually held up really well. Got some great use out of it, and nothing else. I didn't have any other issues. So, if that's all I've got to report back to you as a broken stock A-arm, I think that's a pretty good success, if you ask me. So, that's that. Sorry here, excuse me, with this is going to be unedited. But as far as the parts, first one I want to show you is kind of interesting is the A-arm itself. It is two pieces, and you put this top piece on. Let me show you the top piece first. Okay, and give me a second here. All right, there's the bottom. Okay, we'll take the show you the bottom of the A-arm there. Flip it back over. And just like the rest of their A-arms, got your adjustments here. But yeah, I've not putting this thing together, taken it apart yet, excuse me. So I don't know how complicated it's going to be. I mean, this right here literally just kind of snaps in, and what's neat about that is it gives it a little bit more support by design. For example, if you can look right there, that screw is going to go through both the bottom and the top. So it's just got a little bit more support. Same thing here. When that bolt goes through there, it's going to be kind of touching the, close to the bottom of the top piece here. It's kind of hard to explain, but, it looks like they've done that just to give it a little bit more strength. And the plastics, I did flex them a little bit. They're not, they're not a RPM type plastic, that's for certain. Here's RPM. RPM is it's just a little softer, basically. It's just more durable. So I'm sure RPM will eventually come out with a A-arm, but still, I mean, for stock, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's different for sure. It's got the ball joint built in. Yeah, but that's just a close look at the A-arm. Pretty cool looking for sure. And what else we got here? I got a CVD dog bone. So it's just, one of the front axles goes out. Same thing for the rear. So we got the little rear axle there. Also, upper A-arms. And if we flip it over here, upper left or right. And they come with the, the balls built in as well. Ball joints there. Moving on, we got the tie rod. I did bend a tie rod here, as you can probably tell there, right there. Let me get underneath it right about here, then it kind of curves back up. So not too bad. Gonna replace it. When I take that one out, I will straighten it up, so it will get reused eventually. But so glad to have that in. Got the rear trailing arms. So yeah, I've seen a couple of those break. So obviously looks like it's going to be a good part to have around. And up here, I got a couple of parts for my 1/16 E-Revo. So we got a new diff. The rear diff well, this is, I guess, to go front or rear. I already actually have the bulkhead. I bought the entire assembly with the rear diff in already on eBay. I forgot about it, and it's stashed away. But nevertheless, I'm gonna go ahead and get the washers, and I'm gonna have to watch a video or two on YouTube and shimmy the diff, so I can go ahead and try to get a little better reliability, so I can do the standing back flips and be fairly rough on it, because as they, just slapping that new diff in, it might go, 10 packs, it might go 3, and it just clicks. So, I do continue to use it after it clicks, and eventually it'll just, it just shreds. But that's that. Here we got a slipper clutch for my original / ultimate, and that's right here. And I put the king head bearing on it, bearing carrier in the rear. You really can't see it, but it's right there. And that's about the only upgrade I've made on this one. I got the fan, of course, it's dangling right now, but the fan on the ESC. And this is the original with, even the old style controllers, if you guys remember that. And of course, these are the new style. Original body, it's beat to pieces. I've kind of taped it back a little bit, trying to give it a little more life. But honestly, I'm getting ready to throw this body away and buy a new one. Got some Badlands on there. I think that's what they are. I don't want to... Yeah, Badlands. So, these things are awesome. I love them. I've only ran it a couple of times, but great tires. So, anyway, this right here, it was giving me issues. That right there, the little pinion, or not pinion, set screw was stripped out and just whatever. I was just like, you know what? I've had this thing for years, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy a new one. So that's that. These are replacement parts from Traxxas, along with these batteries here. So I had some 3S batteries that went bad. They actually did take care of those, so thank you, Traxxas, for that. This is the servo that originally went out on the TRX 4 right here. And these are the servos that they just sent me that have gone out on the E-Revo. I'm debating, and I'm leaning really strong toward just going ahead and taking out, because this is the same servo that's in the UDR, sadly, in my opinion. I mean, we'll see what happens. But I'm going to take the servo that's in this vehicle out, and then go ahead and use this one and, the one that's in the UDR, and put those in the E-Revo. And then I'm going to keep these as spares for, whatever, whether it's a Spartan or a Slash, or, it doesn't really matter. They serve the purpose for me. I got a lot of vehicles, so You know, eventually down the road, I probably will go ahead and look online and get a little, try to find a inexpensive servo, but yet something that's a little, you know, more torquey. But for the most part, for the way I bash, the Traxxas ones do okay. So, but yeah, back to parts here. Also got these right here, and of course that's going to go on the 1/16 e-Revo. This is nice. This is, I think Duratrax made this. I'm not 100%. Yeah, they did, Duratrax. So I don't know if they're still going to be around. I think they were part of Hobbyco. I could be wrong. But I know some of Hobbyco was sold to Horizon, Arma, and Tower Hobbies, and Axial, of course. But this is a really nice piece. I mean, I've got, you know, the old school cheap. I think this was, I don't even know to have the name. I think it was Dynamite original tool set that I bought 5, 6, 7 years ago when I first, you know, got into the hobby. And they just kind of, over time, they wear down. These have like a coating on them. It's kind of hard to see here, but so they over time, they're really not the best. So I've upgraded finally, and I don't know the specs on these here. I think they're like carbon steel, or there's some kind of high-end steel that basically is not going to wear out. So these are MIPs, and I got the 3 common sizes for Traxxas. Other than that, just kind of a quick update on my work area, vehicles, and some of the boats and stuff I'm going to be running here soon. Some videos y'all can look forward to seeing soon. And also some changes and stuff I'm putting on eBay for sale if you happen to be in the market. For example, I've got 2 chargers I'm going to be putting on eBay. This is the original green Venom Pro Charger Plus. It's actually a really good charger. Of course, you know, the only downfall is it only charges 1 battery. Same thing with this Passport from Dynamite. And, you know, it does the trick. So, I'm going to be selling those. I'm also selling my Hi-Tech. Hi-Tech's been a great charger. But I'm going to sell it and take that money, obviously, and along with these 2 that I sell, and I'm going to buy the new Venom Pro. It's 100 watt times 4 versus this is 50 watts times 4. And the main reason I'm going up to it, though, or excuse me, upgrading to the Venom one, is that it's vertical. So instead of taking up you know, this much footprint here, it's you know, it stands straight up, basically like that, and the ports are, you know, on the front. So I don't have a lot of room to work with on my bench here, so that's going to be really nice to give me a little bit more footprint for other stuff. Let's see, X-Max, just to give you a little update here. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. The only complaints I have is the body. This the set screw there, it did pull through. I had to remove both of those set screws. The body had pulled all the way through, and then I remounted it. You know, it'll hold for a little bit. Front bumper's broke. I've got it's just broken one little spot. One little support bracket broke. I've got it Gorilla taped as well. Me and Gorilla Tape, I swear. But when I ordered a bunch of parts for Traxxas, and I'm like, man, I can't believe I forgot to order the front bumper to the X-Max. So, yeah, X-Max, you know, looking for my billfold to open up to you here real soon. Or, excuse me, Traxxas. But that thing's a beast. I mean, I cannot believe how much it tumbles and how high it jumps. And just, I have not had any breakage at all other than that front bumper. So, good job there. e-Revo, love it. I'm actually you know, looking forward to getting that going. I've you know, haven't spent as much time with it because I have been obviously enjoying the UDR, but that's getting ready to be fired up, and we're gonna have some really good videos coming soon. I'm also gonna take it out to some power lines. There's some, here in Alabama, I'll say this, we've got some unbelievable terrain. You just got to go look for it. There's, you got stuff here like for, there's like sand pits, there's rock quarries. There's all kind of little pretty cool different scenarios. You got the Cahapa River, which there's a lot of sand banks for sand, if you want to put some sand tires on. All kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to mix it up and start taking these cars out. I have a track in my backyard and, a little creek. And, I don't have to go far to have fun. But this right here is really cool. I like the e-Revo 1/16 better as far as just the all-out craziness. Typical low-C fashion. This obviously gets around the track better. It also has, back to good old Gorilla Tape, first jump off a little ramp, the end of the A-arm just basically separated right at the seam. It's kind of weird. I haven't called them, and, just I'll get another A-arm, whatever. I didn't call Traxxas on the A-arm in this one either. I was pissed because it happened so soon, but it's a $12 part. And they probably would have sent it out, I'm sure, but, whatever. And moving on here, Pro Boat. Sadly, I bought this in the wintertime. I actually haven't even ran it yet. So that's going to be coming up here in the next couple of weeks, potentially tomorrow. My only thing that's holding me up on it, and it's really the same thing on the Spartan, is I've got to get a little John boat, canoe, something, so that I can, go out and retrieve them. And that's really the main thing that's holding me up. This Spartan, I actually bought this on Craigslist, and the guy that had it originally, he did send it in under warranty and got the motor and ESC replaced. This is, I guess, during a time where they were having problems. So Traxxas replaced it with a newer version. So it's the original hull. I am probably going to get a new hull, the new version, just for the heck of it, and sell this one on eBay. Because at that point, I'm only going to be out 50, 60 bucks. And go with a different color scheme and get the newer hull. So down here, this one here, you're going to see some videos very quick as well. Most likely, this one not most likely, I will actually have a video of the barbed wire tomorrow. I got a little waterfall, creek, cool little area. So that's that. We're going to have some fun with that one. Up here, road cars. I've honestly have just been lazy. As far as, I don't have anywhere to run close by my house. That's, I say that there's one little area I can run these to, but I have to drive about 15, 20 minutes to get to an area where I can run this one. So it is going to be a few weeks, but I definitely plan on getting the X01 out, along with the Hoonigan. And I'm going to get drift tires for both of these. So plan on doing some comparison and just having some good old road bashing fun with that. The e-Revo down here, or not e-Revo, my Summit, it just needs one servo. And actually I have it right there. Excuse me, that's not it. It's where did I put that thing at? Well, I say that. Now I gotta find that servo, but it's somewhere. So that's really it. Just kind of a little overview. I got the bins. I think I've showed most of you guys have probably already seen this before, but it's nothing special. Just kind of a small little area. This one here, the CC01, I'm probably going to end up selling that one. I just not going to have time for it. This is a Tamiya rally car, and it's all I need. It's just I got the new radio. I just got to basically put the radio in and bind it to a receiver. Or, excuse me, bind the receiver. I got the receiver, a new receiver in there. I got to bind it to the radio. So we'll have a few laps around the track on that one. But Crawlers. I'm going to take the TRX out here in a little bit. We'll get some more of the original SCX10. And this Jeep one, I like it. I really do. As far as scale looks, and the tires is mainly what I like. It's just a perfect fit. These are the original Super Swamper TSLs from Proline 1.9, and these were the weighted beadlock wheels. So they perform really, really well and very, very scale. This is the original Unimog CR01 crawler. I'm also going to be selling it if anybody's interested. That was my first crawler. I had the Super Swampers on them, 2.2. Those are not going to come with them. You're going to get the original tires that were never used. You are going to get the Unimog body, and it does have the light kit, so it's already built in. You just plug it in, so you'll have front and back lights working on there, which is really cool. This is set up for dual steering already. You just need to basically put it back together, put the motor in. It's got a Novak Rooster crawler ESC, I think. Brushed 35 turn Tekin motor. So it's actually, and I had the Bronco body on it up here. And with the Bronco body, it actually looked really scale, you know, for a 2.2, and it did well. But that's old school, and I don't have the time for it. So, you know, I know there's still some TRO or CR01 fans out there, so that'll be coming up for sale on eBay very soon as well. Be getting this body painted up for the Fox edition. This one I actually am going to go ahead and upgrade to the Castle. I'm going to put the most efficient, most powerful 2S, and I'm going to get a high-end, you know, high C rating, really good battery. And do very, very minimal upgrades. And I'm going to start racing this at the track. And really what I want to see, how well can I compete with the stock / essentially, aside from some tires and the electronics, maybe some shock upgrades with oil, you know, tuning. But I don't know if I might upgrade the shocks on this actually, because this is not the Ultimate Edition. So, you know, upgrading the shocks, tuning it. How well can I compete racing against the other short course trucks out there that are more dominant at your local tracks? And speaking of local tracks, you're going to love this. I actually have an indoor track. Practically, when I say practically, I mean you're talking about a quarter of a mile from my house. But it's, you pull out of my neighborhood and it's right across the street. And it's at a dead-end road. And they have short course racing, buggy racing, all kind of different classes. It's a really nice facility, so I look forward to showing you guys that and actually getting some video of some actual racing, and that's going to be fun. This I bought these two TSLs actually for the X-Max, and they're really cool. I just got to get this programmed, the Dynamite ESC. I had problems with it, and they were blaming it on the servo from Traxxas and vice versa. So right now it's running good, except for it doesn't have reverse. So I just got to figure out how to program that one and to get it to where obviously the reverse works. So no big deal there. It's got the, I bought this used. This is so it's got the original old school radio as well, and he had the MIP shafts on the back and bashed it really hard. The motor ended up demagnetizing. I still have the actual ESC. So I'm going to get the Millennium motor and then just put that ESC and motor in here. And that way I'm only having to buy a motor to upgrade this. And of course, aside from the drive shaft and the tires, that should get me to the, I think, pretty much where the VXL is from Traxxas. There might be another part or two that's on that one that I'm missing, but it'd be close enough. And that is it. Losi Nightcrawler. I am debating on selling that one. I just don't use it much, and I'm getting the light kit for this one. I'm going to put the light kit on this one as well. So, and also the light kits. I'm gonna trick these all out with the light bars, and so I just don't think I need, more than this right here. So most likely gonna sell that as well. So that's about it. If there's any questions you have, or if there's anything that you're, you want to see run, or if you have any questions on reliability, or if I've had any problems with it, just feel free to ask in the comments. But other than that, that was an unedited 25-minute video of shop talk, eRevo talk. Just to give you guys, because I have not done a real overview on the UDR as far as after running it. I mean, I don't have any complaints. It's just a lot of fun. It really is. It's it's super size slash, and as far as the size goes, but it's definitely very unique. And I encourage you to Google the Ridgid trophy truck 4-wheel drive on YouTube and learn about Justin and his company. And they are pioneering and bringing back 4-wheel drive into trophy trucks, which hasn't been done since like 1960 something. Because they've had reliability issues, so it's just been 2-wheel drive. But the truck in itself, you got to see the real one. I mean, it's pretty neat too to see how close they got it. There's some differences, like on the real truck, the fire extinguisher's not right there. It's actually right here inside that bumper. And the rear bumper looks identical to the real truck. So does this right here, the fuel cell, the way the tires are mounted. The body looks the same. On the body, on the true 1-to-1 truck, it does say Ford right here. Excuse me. I think it says Raptor. But either way, no, it says Ford. I'm pretty sure. Y'all can correct me now. Go look it up on YouTube. Regardless, it's definitely a Ford Raptor body. And I haven't studied the body and the lines to see if this is exactly like Justin's Ridgid. The paint is identical. No difference in the paint other than it doesn't say Traxxas on the real truck. But beautiful job. I don't like the fact that after just a couple of crashes, the body cracked right here. That really pissed me off, and it wasn't much in that of course that set screw, or I call it a set screw, the body screw there, it did pull through halfway, like half of the body was on top of that screw and the other half wasn't. So that's disappointing. We have another and I've only ran 2 packs through this truck, so I do want to set the I don't want you guys to think I've ran 10 packs through it. But so far, besides the body and the A-arm, it's about that. But this is another major, I'm disappointed on the body, only because it is expensive. So, I feel like that, if I bash this like I bashed the Traxxas over the years, this body's just going to be shredded quick. And for the price they're wanting for it, for the body, I don't know, that's my only little minor gripe, So yeah, that's it. Guys, get off of YouTube and make sure your batteries are charged and go out there and bash and have fun. I'll talk to you guys later.